Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a good morning. Typically, I don't do talk when it's raining, but I figured 65 degrees and a little rain, but it's gentle rain, so it's not there's no thunder. So I thought, yeah, well, let's go with it, see what happens. Anyway, let me have some coffee here, and we'll get started. No Luna out here; she doesn't like the rain. Very afraid of the thunder. So she might pop out, but if she does, it's just going to be to check on me and she'll head back in. Well, before I get on to my main discussion, I will say that this morning I saw a little tweet from Grimes, and she said, because Grimes has been one of the uh, front runners on the AI stuff, and she actually gave permission to everybody to use her voice uh, in AI experiments without any royalties. So she's allowed them to utilize her stuff for training and checking things out. And she wrote today that it feels very strange to listen to herself in an AI program. She actually attached one where she was saying, um, "Oh shoot, it's one of the Beatles songs, and I can't remember which one it was." But anyways, she says it's very uh, uncanny valley feeling when you just listen to something that's you, unless you mouth it, unless you kind of mouth to it. She says it's very hard for her to explain how unusual she feels when that happens. I thought that was fascinating. I haven't tried that yet. I haven't tried taking my voice or my wife's voice and putting it into a synthesizer. See what it sounds like to us, to hear us. So I might try that out. The main topic that I wanted today was I felt a little sad actually. So when hey Luna's out here checking on me. She said, "Are you kidding, Dad? It's raining out here, Dad. You sure you don't want to be out here, Dad?" And she'll go back in, but she just checks on me. She's a sweet girl. All right. So when ChatGPT came out, uh, it kind of took the world by storm, and it's now got the name. If you talk about a chatbot, you will say ChatGPT. Even if you're using uh, Comundo, not Comundo, Kumobo, Kumobo, Llama, Bing, anybody else, yes, I'm okay. You don't have to stay out here with me. I know you don't like it out here. I'm okay. Daddy's all right. Yes, I'm okay. I'll be in a little bit. I'll be in a little bit. Any of those, if you used it when you told somebody that you were using something, you would say Chat GPT. It's kind of like how we use Kleenex for facial tissues. So it got that big boost, and Google came out with Bard, and the first Bard I tried to use it, and it was not as good, not as good, not as well rounded, I should say. There were certain things that it did very well, but for general just conversation, it didn't work nearly as well as uh, the Chat GPT model did. Now, here's the sad part. Google had their big, what they call I/O day, where they announced software changes and hardware. There was a lot of powerful, powerful AI stuff demonstrated at Google's I/O day. And the community that I follow that does AI, at least the community that does the chat stuff, they went silent. They actually, a couple of them mentioned and talked about how powerful Google AI was, but it was amazing. It was almost like it sucked the air out of the room. Everybody else didn't want to talk about new models, changes, stuff that you could home grow, things that were being out in the open source community. The whole open source community just seemed to vanish. I'm sure it'll come back, but it was amazing how something, so you could say good news because it was, they were presenting stuff that was strong tools for the AI community, but I think there was something about the domination of a large corporation that just didn't make it sit right with some people, which is weird because the Microsoft Bang didn't seem to have that same uh, flash where it knocked out so many people having conversations. And that's a little sad to me. I mean, it's the way things are. I mean, a lot of uh, big companies, they're going to have big products, and there'll be edge cases and stuff like that. But yeah, they understand how important this was, and they weren't going to just let other people take everything. But that's all I wanted to express today was a visible decrease in the fun and activities from all these presenters that I've been following. Now, on the other side, on image stuff, that didn't seem to be affected, even though Google AI had some really interesting image stuff. Um, it didn't seem to pull all the air out of the room because I think because most of the stuff that I saw was uh, you know, editing existing photos or combining search of photos with stuff or combining a photo with text to get a kind of coherent AI analysis of both the photos and the text, which I hadn't seen anybody do before. And one guy mentioned that he thought that was going to be extremely powerful. We'll see. I agree, but I think the others can do that pretty easily as well. But the uh, hope I have is that that community comes back. There was a lot of people that were really enjoying it and uh, really motivated to create and talk about, discuss, and I hope they continue to do so. But overall, things are rocking and rolling in AI, and good job, Google. I will be personally trying out Bard some more. Actually went back to it recently, and it was better, and it did some stuff that was pretty good. So they definitely stepped up their game on their Bard. So good job, Google. We need uh, not only advances, but we need some really good customization to make this useful and beneficial to everybody. And I'm gonna take my dog's advice and go inside. She's worried about me, even though it's actually, yeah, it's not even raining anymore. Doesn't mean it won't. We're still very cloudy, so it may come back here a little bit. The no blip 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 of rain right now. So you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you later.